Good afternoon, guys. So I hope my screen is visible for everyone. Okay. So last session we had done the discussion about SQL dialog and content fragment as well. Okay. Now we'll discuss about the client libraries. What does it mean? Client libraries. Client meaning our browser only. Libraries meaning files. Okay. Client side libraries is called client libraries. Basically, so they will ask the first. I would say wherever you go in the interview panel, they will ask the question, can you explain about the client libraries? Can you please explain about the client libraries? So client libraries are the designs which will give good feel and look to the website. Which will give good feel and look to the website. So client libraries will be in two levels. One is the design level. Second one is the page level. Okay. Design level is also called as template level. Second one, design level is also called design level is also called as template level. Page level is also called as component level. Okay. So the first definition is client libraries are the designs which will give good feel and look to the website. Okay. Client libraries are designs which will give which will give good feel and look to the website. Good feel and look to the website. Look to the website, right? Okay. Client libraries we have in two levels. We have two levels. One is design level. I would say first one is the design level. Design level. Design level. This one is also called as template level. Template level. Okay. Second one is second one is page level. Page level. Okay. Second one is the page level. This one is also called as component level. Okay. Component level. Are you guys clear with my point? Okay. So how to create client libraries? I would say how to create client libraries. Client libraries. So you can create the client libraries directly inside the component, and where we have one, I would say client libraries folder, where also you can create. So I will show you two ways. So the first way is, this is the component, right? So in the last session we had done the session with in the SQL dialog we have created the fields like a text field, number field, date picker, and then image. So we have created in the last session SQL dialog also. Okay. In the last session we done two. One is the content fragment. Second one is the dialog creation. Okay. In the SQL dialog we have taken five fields, four fields, text field, number field, the date picker, and then image. Okay. Now for this one, if I want to add some background colors for this one, for example any text field, if I want to add background color, so simply I can apply like this. So in the div tag, so I can apply I would say inline css background color. I want background color in div tag. can come here, mention style. Okay, style equal to, it should be in single quotation, and you can mention like this: background color green, background color, background color green, right? I'm saving this one, and simply I'm going here, and if I refresh the page, you will get the background color. You will get the background color. But this is inline CSS. This is inline CSS, meaning this is the hard coding, right? For example, if I take the same attribute, and if I pass here, I will mention some another color. I will mention another color. Now I can get two fields background color. One is green, second one is the red. One is the green and second one is the red. But if I go this approach, this is the hard coding. This is the hard coding and this is the inline CSS. So this is not at all recommended. This way is not at all recommended. So instead of going instead of doing the hard coding, we will go the approach with the client libraries. Client libraries. So client libraries are the folder which can hold the front-end technologies like CSS, JavaScript, Angular, React.js, all the files it can hold, and we can organize our website. We can organize, we can maintain our website. Okay. How to create client libraries? You can create the client libraries in two ways. One is you can create inside the inside the component, and the second way is where we have the client libraries folder. So normally any project if you take, we have the components folder is one folder, and we have another folder that is belonging to client libraries. Okay, if I open client libraries, these all are the client libraries folders. Okay, now we need to create the client library folder from scratch. So how will you create? Simply create node. Okay, and then you can mention, so in my case I am mentioning client library client lib dot, my component name is HCL, right? So I am mentioning HCL. I am mentioning HCL. But at the time of giving the naming conventions, we need to follow the same structure. Okay, so most of the, this is the recommended way. So instead of this one, you can take any other name also. That is also valid. That is also if you include the component in the template level, if you include the component in the page. Okay, this is the recommended naming conventions. Whenever you mention the client lead, not mandatory. This is the recommended way. Instead of giving any other name also, that will also work. So this way is the recommended way. Okay, this way is the recommended way. So in my case, I am mentioning client lib hyphen HCL, and the type is also mandatory. So based on the type, the node will be acted like as the client library. You can scroll down, scroll down. We have the CQ colon client library folder. CQ colon client library folder somewhere which is available, or you can directly search it here. You can directly search CQ colon client library folder. We can select on it. Okay, and then click on OK. Okay, this is the first step we need to do. So I will write the file also here. So the first step is right click on the right click on client libs and create node, create node. Okay, and then mention CQ colon client library, CQ colon client library folder, client library. Okay, this is the type. Okay, this one is the type. This is clear. This is the first step. This is the step number one. Okay, so after this, client lib got created. Okay, inside the client libraries, like we might be have the front end technologies like css files and might be js files, might be we have javascript files, so might be react files, we can assume. So if you want to organize those files, we need to create one more folder inside the client libs. So in my case, I am taking css files and javascript files. So taking the file, my folder name is the css, and then again I need to take one more folder. So these folders, what the folders will do, they can organize, they can hold. So I will create one more folder. So here I need to take the JS folder. Okay, JS. So inside the CSS folder, I will whatever the how many files are required. So I will take all the files inside the CSS folder. I will take all the files inside the CSS folder. Okay. So simply right now what I am doing, I am taking two files. Any files you can take. So I am taking first dot CSS file. Okay. And uh, next file is I am taking. Next file is I am taking. Simply right click on it, create file. Okay, here you can mention second dot css, right? Here also javascript also, I would like to take some files. In this way you can take n number of files. Okay, you need to keep all the files inside one folder. The folder name you can mention css, and if you want to organize the related to js files, you can keep all the files inside the js folder. Here also I am creating one more file. Here we can mention any file. So in my case I am mentioning with main or index.js. Okay, index.js, index.js. Okay, so this all the things I will delete. Okay, up to now you guys clear? CSS file which is holding the css files, js folder which is holding the js files. Okay, so these files are available inside the css folder, these files are available inside the js folder. Whenever you are requesting the page, so we need to map this client library folder and this folder with the help of txt file, so simply here we can create one more file. The file you can mention with css.txt, css.txt. Okay, and here you can mention, here also you can mention for mapping js files, here also you can mention js.txt. You can create new file, and here you can mention js.txt. Okay, now, so instead of doing the hard coding, I will go to my components, and then in my case HCL.html. So instead of doing the hard coding, here I am taking the class names, and the class name I would say I am taking the class name. So class name I am mentioning like as HCL. Okay, this is the class name, HCL1. Okay, HCL1, and this is the class name. The same way here also I will write the class names for this one also. Here I will mention the class names. Are you guys clear with my point? Instead of doing hard coding, so hard coding always not at all recommended. Instead of doing the hard coding, I'm taking the classes for these classes. I am using these classes. With the help of these classes, I can organize. I can write the backend. I can write the CSS. Okay, I will show you. So I am coming to first dot CSS. Here I am using this class. I am using this class HCL. Okay, HCL, and from here to here, this is the scope of HCL class, and here I would mention background color. Okay, so some I would say I'm taking some red color. Okay, here I'm mentioning the one. I'm mentioning the one. This is clear. The same class names I am taking here. The same class names. The same class names I am using, and I am writing for the with the help of class names. I am taking the class names and I am writing the CSS. Okay, background color is red. Okay, in the same way, I will take a second file also. I will take second file also. I am copy the entire thing. I am copy the entire thing. Copy, and I will go here and I will paste here. I will paste here. Here I will mention instead of red, I will mention some other color like pink. I'm saving this one. Okay. So in the client libraries, we need to understand four properties. Properties. What are the four properties are? Four properties are: first one is the categories, and the second one is the allow proxy. Okay, third one is the dependency, and fourth one is the embed. These are the four properties you should aware. So what is the main purpose of categories is, which is used to uniquely identifying the client libraries, which is used to uniquely identifying the client libraries, identifying the client libraries, client libraries. Okay, so now here in this case we need to add the client libraries. So simply what I'm doing, so I'm going to my client libraries, and here I'm adding the property. I'm adding the property, categories property, categories, and then here we need to mention. So in my case I am mentioning HCL only. Okay, add. Are you guys clear with my point? So can cross check category spelling. Okay, okay. And for JS also, I'm taking JS. Simply, I'm going here. I'm taking some on-click function. So I will search here W3 schools on-click function. So here I'm taking the on-click function. I'm copying the on-click function here. This on-click function I am pasting in my HTML file, HCL.html. So here I will pass on-click function. On-click function means when I am, so here I am changing. Okay, I'm saving this one, and this Java, the backend, this script I will pass in the JS file. This one I will pass in the JS file. So simply I am going to my JS file and I will paste here. Okay, this is the alert message, dummy alert message I have taken. Dummy alert message I have taken. Okay, can simply come here, can paste here, and we need to map. So here we have the two files, right? So we need to configure. We need to configure with the help of hash base. We need to mention hash base. So I'm reload the page. Hash base equal to css. So how many files are available, so you can mention the all file names here. So in my case we have the first dot css is the one file, first dot css is the one file, and we have second dot css is the another file. So with the help of this file only, our sling is the framework, right? So it will fetch the data, whatever the data are available here. So the sling API, it will fetch the data based on this text file only, based on this is similar to our configuration file. This is similar to configuration file. So based on this text file only, our sling can recognize, our sling will go to inside this folder. Our sling can go to inside this folder, and it, whatever the css we have written, it will fetch the data and it will display on the our page. It will display on the page. Okay. Okay, we will save on this one. Now simply I am going to my component. This is my page, right? We can include client libraries in two ways. One is the design level and second one is the client libraries. Second one is the component level. So for including component level, you can search with include client libraries in Sitely. Okay, there we will get the code that is include client libraries in Sitely. Then you can copy two lines here. These two lines you can copy. These two lines you can copy, and you can come to our component. You can open your component. Next thing is HCL component. HCL component, HCL.html. Okay. Here in the first two lines, you can paste that code here. Okay. In the client libraries categories, in the categories section, we can call with, we can mention HCL. We can mention with HCL. Okay. We can save this one, and now we can reload the page. Now we can reload the page. Okay. Now we can cross check. So the pink color is coming, and next green color is not coming. So why the color green color is not coming? So we need to cross check one more time. Client libraries, and we have the two files. One is the css.txt, and the second one is the, so both the names are giving the same names. Okay, here instead of s2 I am giving the scl2, and again I am going to my page and I am refresh the page, and we are coming pink and red color, pink and red color. Okay, now the javascript, when I click on the javascript, you keep on preview mode. We need to display the some pop-up box. So pop-up box is not coming. Simply you can go to your js file and index.html, where we can check, where we can check, can come here, script on click function. My function alert window. Okay, and if you configure here, so here we are not mapping. So you can map with base equal to hash base equal to js and file name index.js, index.js. Okay, save the file and you can go to your page, reload the page, scroll down, and keep on preview mode. Click me here, then you will get the pop-up. So how the pop-up is coming? We are writing the code in JS file. So this is coming from the JS file. This is coming from the JS file. So this is one way. This is one way. One way meaning, so we are keeping the Sitely code. We are including the client libraries in the component level. We are including the client libraries in component level, right? So this is the way. This is the one way to include the client libraries in the specific component. but we have the other way also. So instead of doing in the component level, we can include in the template level also. We can include in the template level. For a, now you can see now the nothing result will come. So simply you can come here, the page, edit page, where we have edit template, right? And then it is loading. Here you can mention with page policy. Here you can add our category, client lib category name. So in our case, like our category name is, HCL. If you click on it, HCL node, our category's name is HCL, right? So simply you can give the HCL name there only. Content page. So here you can mention HCL, right? If you click on HCL and then save, this is not recommend. Click on save, and if you refresh the page, now you will get the same result. So now you try to understand. You can include the client libraries in two ways. One is the component level. So component level meaning you can go to the Chrome and you can search with include the client libraries in Sitely, and then where we will get Git, include client libraries in Sitely, which is in Git, and you click on it, you will get the code. So you can copy these two lines. You can copy these two lines. So instead of your dot client lib, you can mention with your category name. Okay, this is the component level, and second one is the design level. Design level, wherever like the page is there, so simply click on edit template, and then next page policy. Okay, here you should add client library category name. Client library category name. For example, you have multiple category client libraries, so all the categories you can mention here. Then all the CSS will be loaded here. All the CSS will be loaded. Okay, these are the two ways. Okay, next thing is properties. We'll try to understand the properties. Allow proxy. So I will show you the difference. This is the page, right? In the page we are loading the CSS, like the background color, everything is loading, right? So I am mentioning, I am going to view as publish, and then right click and click on view page source. Click on it. Okay, your client library name is HCL, right? Control F and look for the HCL, and you are getting the uh, values is apps demo client lib hyphen HCL dot CSS, right? We have the result, five results. Okay, five results. Now this is the basically this is the actual path. My client libraries which is available in this path: apps, demo, client libraries, and client libraries HCL.css. Okay. So if any third party person, for example, if I the same page if I publish, then outside person also inspect, then outside person also can able to see my path. If I want to hide my path, if I want to hide my actual path, then I need to mention allow proxy property, allow proxy property, which is used to hide the actual data, actual path of client libraries. Are you guys clear with my point? Allow proxy is the property which is used to hide the actual path of client libraries for security purpose, okay. Are you guys clear with my point? So I will show you, I will mention, I will add allow proxy, and then I will show you crxte, and this is my client libraries, right? So here I am adding the property allow proxy, and then string. Here I'm not string, boolean. You can mention boolean and then boolean true, and you can add save. So I am adding the property, and you can save. Now simply I am coming here, page. I will go to my page. This is my page, right? This is the view page, right? Now this is the actual path before adding the allow proxy. So now I have added the allow proxy. If I reload the page, now you can observe how the path will be changed. If I reload the page, so now the path has changed to some other path, etc dot clientlibs dot demo dot clientlibs, like that. So before case the actual path is coming, but now case it is showing other path. Are you guys clear with my point? So allow proxy is the property which is used to hide the actual path of the client libraries for security purpose. For security purpose. Next thing is dependency. Dependency is the property which is used to, like if one client library want to depend in another client library, at the time you should go with dependency. For example, I will show you here the same thing. This is the HCL client library, right? So I'm saying the same client library I'm taking the client library, same client libraries, copying the client libraries, copy and paste here. Here I am renaming like HCL2. Okay, save all, and then inside css.txt, and here we have the first, and here what I'm doing, I will simply go to my HTML file. So this is the date, right? Here I will take class one more class. This is the SL3. Okay, I'm coming to my client libraries, and this is the first class, first dot css. I'm opening this first dot css, and here I'm mentioning HCL3, and then here I'm mentioning green. Okay, I'm saving this one, and here this one is not required, so I'm removing this one, and this JS is also not required as of now. So this one also I'm removing. Save all. So what I made change, only one change. So I have added third element CSS here. Okay, I will save, and then I will go to my page, and then if I reload my page, so you will get the green here. So where the green is coming, which is coming from second client libraries. It's equal to second client library. But here in this case, we need to add the dependency property. Here I will mention HCL2. HCL2 is the client libraries. I'm saving this one. Save all, and if I reload the page, so second green is not coming. Now we need to add the dependency. So simply can go here. We can add the dependency properties. So now what I'm doing, I'm copying the existing dependency, and you can come here, paste here, and then you can mention, paste here HCL. You can copy this property, copy, and you can come here HCL, and then you can mention, paste here. So I will write dependencies, copy, refresh the page. We can simply come to your Excel and you can global. We can copy the dependencies and simply can come to Excel and you can paste here. Okay, here you can mention HCL2, HCL2 category name, HCL2 category name, and click on OK and save all. Simply go to your page, refresh the your green color is coming. So what will happen basically is this client library folder is holding green color. This is holding green color. Okay, this is holding two colors, pink and red color. Okay, when I am adding the dependency meaning this HCL will depend on HCL2 also. This will depend, this will also. So finally I will get the I am rendering the three colors. Two colors is from this one color is from this one. I am making the relation between two client libraries with the help of dependency property, with the help of dependency properties. Are you guys clear with my point? This is clear. So HCL is holding the two colors, HCL2 is having one color. Okay, I am making the relation between two client libraries with the help of dependency property. When I'm adding the dependency property, so I am making the relation between two client libraries. This is the HCL is the one client library, HCL2 is the one client library. I am making the relation between two client libraries with the help of dependency property. Are you guys clear with my point? So whenever I'm adding these dependency properties, now two colors is coming from this area, and one color is coming from in this area. One color is coming from in this area. Okay. For example, I will tell some example for understanding this one. I will take MS Paint, MS Paint. Okay. So here we have two persons. We have two persons, right? So one person knows JavaScript. One person knows JavaScript. Okay. One person know have good knowledge on the JavaScript. Okay. Second person, and we have the other person. This person knows React. This person knows React. Okay. This person knows React. Okay. React. So when the ticket come, this person knows only JavaScript only, but this person don't know about the React. Then what will in this case what will happen? So he will take help from the other person also. So how will you take where we will mention the dependencies property, and we can take the help from React. We can take help from the other person also. Other person also. Dependency meaning one client library depends on the another client library is called dependency property. If you want to add the one more client library properties to our client library properties, then you can go with dependencies property. Dependencies property. Okay, and where we have embed property also. Embed properties meaning like we have the React, and we have the other technologies like React. Here we have the other technologies like Angular. Okay, Angular and so here, so instead of taking help from one by one person, so in this case what will happen, it will load all into a single file. It will React JS, Angular and JavaScript, it will load all into a single file, meaning So first this person what will this person do will do. So it will learn from first it will learn React and Angular, and finally if any ticket will come, so it will load into a single file, and it will give the result. It will give the result. So embed meaning, whereas we have the multiple files, so all the multiple files will load into a single file. Single file dependency meaning one client library will depend on the another client library. Okay. And embed meaning we have the multiple files, all the files will be loaded into a single file. All the files will be loaded into a single file. So these are the four properties. Categories, which is used to uniquely identifying the client libraries. Allow proxy, which is used to hide the actual path of the client libraries for security purpose. Client libraries meaning which will depend. Client libraries will depend. For example, we have the client library A. A client library depends on A client library depends on depends on client library B. Client library B. Okay. Next, we have the embed. Embed is the property. For example, we have the client libraries like A, comma B, comma okay. I would say C, comma D. So it will load into a single file. Into a single file. It will load into a single file. Are you guys clear with my point? So if you take the multiple client libraries, you can add a I would say embed property, and you can add all categories names here, and you can get the all the CSS changes, whatever the changes we made in the client libraries, you can reflect all the changes on the page, all the changes on the page. So in the client libraries level, we should aware of what is client libraries and what are the types we have, and the types we have design level and page level, and what are the properties we have. The properties we have four properties. One is the categories which is used to uniquely identifying the client libraries, and allow proxy which is used to hide the actual path of the client libraries for security purpose. Dependency meaning if one client library will depends on the another client library. And embed meaning if we have the client libraries A, B, C, D, it will load into a single file. Okay. And so if they will ask, so this is the brief about client libraries. Client library definition, we have the two types, and client library properties, and the process, how to create the process. Okay, how to create the process. This is all about client libraries, where we have the client libraries folder. Inside the client library folder, we need to organize the for organizing the CSS files, we need to create CSS. For organizing the JS files, we need to create the JS folder. So we need to map with the js.txt, and here also we need to map with the css.txt. So this is the entire scenario of client libraries. Okay.